you possibly struggling in the new contest? Well, in today's video, I'll show you how you can easily beat the contest and get first place. I have 5 different comps for you guys. Yes, 5 different comps. So if you don't like one comp, you can try the other ones. There is a lot of variety in comps here. And today's contest is 2v2 Basket Brawl. So, without wasting your time, let's get straight into the video. So, let's start out with comp number 1. And comp number 1 is Kenji plus Buzz. Now, this comp is actually so good. I honestly think this is the best tank comp you can play with. So, this comp involves playing aggressive. So, when you spawn in the match with Kenji and Buzz, you want Kenji to either take the left or bottom side, doesn't really matter. Basically, Buzz and Kenji are each gonna take a wall either to the left or to the right, and you're just gonna basically play really aggressive. What makes this comp really good is Buzz actually. So, you want to play a special gadget with Buzz, and the gadget is the one that allows him to get his super instantly. Now, when he has a super instantly and you're pushing so much, Kenji can easily just apply so much pressure. Meanwhile, while the enemy is distracted on Kenji, Buzz can activate his super, walk to the net, and shoot it in and get a free pointer, which basically guarantees you the match and gives you an easy win because you only need to score one more time. And you can actually do this again. So the person that's playing Kenji will have a lot of responsibilities. So what I will suggest is, if you're playing with someone, I will suggest whoever can dodge the best should play Kenji. Now, on the enemy team, there are going to be a lot of people playing tank counters and also just like wall breakers. So this is what makes Kenji so good here, because he can just dash and also do a lot of damage. At the same time, he has a super, which is really useful for this mode. Since there are so much walls that if someone does try to hide behind the walls, Kenji can just easily super them and just apply so much pressure. Using Kenji's super is even good just for applying pressure, because if they are backing away, that's good. Now, the last thing I want to say about this comp is, if Buzz does have a super, I would suggest to keep it. And when you eliminate one player on the enemy team, Buzz wants to super the other enemy and Kenji wants to shoot in the ball. And yeah, this is what makes this comp so good. Alright, so now let's go to the next comp. And the next comp is Cordelius plus Jackie. Now, this comp also involves some strategy, which I will explain. So, starting off, Jackie is just a good pressuring brawler. Even if they go tank counters, it doesn't really matter, and this is because you have Cordelius on your team. So, Cordelius' job is going to be pretty easy. Cordelius just wants to get a super, and when he has a super, you want to super the enemy that counters Jackie. You do not want to just super random brawlers, super the person that counters Jackie. So, when Cordelius throws a super on the enemy that counters Jackie, Jackie can easily just get the ball and shoot in the ball, since the other person can't really deal with the Jackie. For example, I'll give you a scenario right now. If you're playing Cord and Jackie, you're hiding behind walls, and the enemy has a Colette and a Colt. Cordelius wants to super the Colette. And this just gives Jackie so much chances to score in the ball really easily, because if the Jackie does know how to dodge, then Colt cannot kill her. And this just makes this comp so OP, because if you guys have the strategy to just play this comp with someone and they actually know what they're doing, this comp is one of the best comp. It may even be better than the Kenji plus Buzz comp, since this comp does involve you playing with someone. But if you do have a teammate and you want to win this challenge 100%, I will suggest this comp the best, because if you can like be on a call and communicate at the same time, this comp is going to be insane. Now, the last tip I want to give for this comp is, do not be scared to use Jackie's hypercharge. Now, I know some of you are probably right now saying, xfrost, what the hell do you mean? Like, literally, if you get Jackie's hypercharge, of course you should use it. Well, yeah, no shit, you should be using hypercharges. But what I'm trying to say is, if you do not have her super, don't be greedy and don't use it. If everyone is dead in that match and you're the only one that's alive right now, you want to get the ball and activate her hypercharge, because her hypercharge does give an insane speed advantage. so she can easily just zoom across the map and score it in easily. Now, if you didn't activate that hypercharge, you're going to be a lot slower than with a hypercharge. So make sure to use the hypercharge if it gives you the chance to score. Alright, so now let's go to the next comp, and the next comp is Surge +2. Now, honestly, what I do not like about Surge for this mode, what I noticed is when I was playing Surge, he just doesn't do enough damage, and what I mean by that is his reload speed is pretty slow, so you cannot just have enough damage to be dealing with a lot of brawlers. Also, at the start of the match, he is really slow, so what I will suggest if you are playing Surge is to swap out his gadget with the one that tears him up instantly, and honestly, this will make Surge just so much better. And the strategy for this comp is Stu will have the wall break gadget, and what Stu wants to do is just break the walls. And this will have an open map, so if the enemy team is playing a tank comp, you can just deal with it easily and win easily. And this is what makes this comp so good, because you're just breaking the entire walls, so it's really easy to deal with enemies. But if you're playing Surge, I would suggest for Stu to help out the Surge if needed, because he just doesn't do enough damage and he is really slow. But once Surge does get the tiers up or the stages up, he becomes really powerful. Now, let's go to the next comp, and the next comp is Frank plus Barry. Now, honestly, I would only suggest playing this comp if you have lower than like 50k trophies, because there is actually a big difference between high matchmaking and low matchmaking. Now, what I mean by this is when I play on my main account, which has like 70 something k trophies, I verse professional players. Like, the players' trophies are really high, but when I play on my mini, I notice the matches are a lot easier. Why is that? The difference is my trophies. My main account has between 70k plus trophies, and my mini account has 20k plus trophies. So this is a big difference, and this just shows that matchmaking does matter for this mode. And honestly, if you are going to play this mode, as I said, you should be using it if you're under 50k, and I'll explain why. This comp is good, but what I noticed on high matchmaking, everyone is going tank counters. Everyone's going Lou, Colette, Gale, Surge, just every counters to tanks. And this comp is just going to just get countered by these comps. So this is why I would suggest only playing this comp if you're under 50k trophies, and that is because just look at the gameplay. Like, I was versing a Leon and a Spike, and I don't think anyone will play this comp on high trophies. But if you do have under 50k trophies, this comp is amazing because Frank is just so overpowering here. He can just push a lot, and Barry just healing him, you can instantly just start pushing and get that time limit bonus for this comp. So this comp is really amazing if you have under 50k trophies. Alright, so now let's go to the last and final comp. And the last and final comp is Buzz Lightyear plus Chester. Now, I tried to make a free-to-play comp here, so I will end this with kind of a free-to-play comp. And the comp is Buzz Lightyear, and if you're asking which mode, it is the wing one, because that mode can honestly just shred brawlers. Like, it's super good. Also, when he does have his super, he can easily just throw the ball and super and get the ball and score, which is just amazing. Another thing that makes Buzz Lightyear amazing for this mode is his ability to just dash, and the dash dashes pretty far. Unlike someone's dash gadget, I'm staring at you, Shelly. I am staring at you, Shelly. Your dash gadget is horrendous. But yeah, what I'm saying is Buzz Lightyear's dash gadget is actually amazing compared to Shelly's dash gadget, which basically, if you just walk, it's going to be the same distance. But Buzz's gadget actually can give him a big advantage, even if it's just to either start pressuring enemies or trying to score in the ball. And yeah, like I said in my previous videos, Chester is just amazing to counter brawlers up close, and he can also deal damage from far because his shots do a lot of damage, but they also spread out, which makes him just amazing for this mode, as he can apply pressure but also play defensive. And Buzz Lightyear is just going to be playing aggressive here, so using this combination, it can make a pretty good comp since there are a lot of walls here. And yeah, that comes to the end of the video. Now, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Now, if you do have more comps, comment them down below in the comments below. Also, if you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing, as I am so close to hitting 5k subscribers. Now, if I do hit 5k subscribers, I'm going to be applying to the Supercell program, and if I do get accepted, I'll be giving away skins. So yeah, have a good day and bye bye.